welcome back.
Big brr.
A offensive battle coming in this game. We got the Kings Jazz preview. One of the most surprising teams last year in the Kings, and I guess for the first 15 games, one of the most surprising teams in the Jazz. Obviously, fell off a week into the season. Slim had the Jazz going
Finals
to
pick.
finals. But we won't talk about that. That
We'll
was his
cut
hot
that out.
take prediction. But Kings Jazz, interesting game. We're gonna go from last year's info to key matchups to our game picks. So, Vin, give me some info about the Kings.
Here what I got to say about the Kings. 48-34 with an offensive rating of, what does that say, 118.6. They were first in the NBA, first overall in offensive rating. Sweet.
Technically, the best offense ever, honestly. That was yeah.
Highest number, hard. Defensive rating, 116.0, 24th. In the league, bottom echelon, not great. And their net rating was 2.6. Anything over 2 is elite.
Facts. But let's go into the Jazz.
You dig. Not as we first expected, this time last season.
Oh, don't loop us into that as you expected.
No. Anyways, 37-45, man. Their offensive rating wasn't that bad. It was 115.3, which is 9th overall. Their defensive rating was 116, 23rd. And their net rating was negative 0.7, 22nd, which is not hot.
Yeah, no. Jazz started real well and then fell off a cliff. I think they were 10-2. This could be totally false, but I think they were in the top 2-3 seeds for the first. Them and the Blazers were
There might have been more games than that.
Yeah, they were really good at the start.
14-2 or something.
Shout out ex-Cav Lowry, balled out last season, first time All-Star. Shout out to you. But last year was last year. Let's get into the key matchups this year, this game right now. Finn, let's start with your key matchup.
Actually, I'm going to let Slim go. I want my dog to go first.
All right. Bet. So my matchup, if y'all know me, I'm a big underdog cat, the TOT faithful. Y'all know how we get. But I'm very excited to see THT versus Malik Monk. I feel like both players are very athletic, explosive, and have great control over the ball, giving them a very crafty handle. They have an IQ that allows them to make the right decisions, the right plays. Both can rebound and facilitate for their teammates like no other. But really, like I said, just athleticism. They can slash, they jump, rip, attack the basket, and that's what I love to see, especially in transition. Both the players are fast, use their speed, use their agility, use their athleticism, use their strength, their power, all of what makes them the best at what they do for their teams to have such a pivotal role. But very excited to see Malik Monk and THT go together. Go head to head.
Whoa, slow down, gang. If you're liking this content here, I really appreciate it if you'd like, comment, and subscribe. It's free. It takes 0 seconds. I make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to all the creators I like watching because I know it makes a huge difference for them, just like it makes for us. Stick with us. TOT faithful, we love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out more videos.
Yeah, it's a good matchup.
You know how I play. Am I a great defender? No. Have I ever been? No. Will I let you score 30? Yes. Will I score 31? Yes. That's the kind of matchup I think we're going to see out of these two, and I love watching a scoring duel like that. Two guys who can pour it on. Two guys who get hot and let the ball roll down the hill. Snowballs turn into boulders. Jordan Clarkson, I love his bag. I love his fire. I love the way he plays. I love his swag, too. He's very, very P. And, yeah, I think it's going to be a great matchup to watch. That's entertaining NBA basketball. That's shit you don't get in college. That's two elite world-class scorers going at it.
Yeah. I mean, that's buckets. Those are buckets coming from them. I'm also I know.
Welcome to TOT, motherfucker.
It's kind of going off that matchup, and I expect this game to be close, but I'm curious to see, can De'Aaron continue the fourth quarter clutch player of the year? Can he continue that this year? Jordan Clarkson is also very clutch. That matchup specifically, I want to see down the stretch when it's a close game. Go ahead, Slim.
Somebody could really make that very, very, very difficult. I think Swiper could do it again for sure. But the guy that I have in mind that could really be like, yeah, watch out. None other than number 10. And I'll leave it at that if you get what I'm saying.
But in this game, my matchup to watch out for is, can Sabonis manipulate Walker Kessler? It's his second year in the league. Walker, I thought, was really, really good last year. Also, same as Sabonis, even though I'm not the biggest Sabonis guy in the world. But can Sabonis go and dominate the way he did for majority of last season against a taller guy and a really good shot blocker in Walker Kessler? I think for the Kings to be successful in this game, they're going to have to win the rebounding battle, because the one, they play small and the Jazz are big. And if they can win that rebounding matchup, it'll be huge. And I think that starts with Walker Kessler versus Sabonis, because I think Walker Kessler is a great, great defender. And I think Sabonis is one of the best offensive bigs in the league.
You got a big raging hard on for Sabonis.
I don't really like Sabonis, to be honest, but like in comparison, a guy who passes, rebounds, and scores, like he's one of those guys. Like if you think about like a Pokemon evolution, it's like Jokic is the max, Sabonis, and then Sengun. Shout out.
I swear I was about to say, where's Sengun at on the evolution chart, dude? You and this guy, Sengun. That's a better. I shouldn't have trolled you about. Yeah, I should have saved it for the Sengun video.
But like that's where I'm at with him. And I think that if he can win that matchup and really dominate the boards, I think the Jazz cruise. But I don't expect that matchup to go that way. But that's something I would watch out for if you're a fan of either of these teams. Can that, whatever side you're on, can that player win that matchup? That's kind of where I'm at.
Who's going to pour it on a little more?
Yeah, it's basically like, are the Kings going to hit 55% of their shots this game? Or are the Jazz defensively going to be enough to disrupt them? And are they, because the Jazz, as not being a great team, they finish possessions well. And I think that's what kind of comes into play, because the Kings aren't a good defensive team. So neither are the Jazz, but they finish possessions. So that's kind of where I'm at. But
we'll see, maybe.
Any takes on that? You agree?
All accurate.
I have another matchup, and we'll get a little bit more into this when we continue. But Colin Sexton versus Davion Mitchell, I feel like that is the battle of the heart of the teams, the young heart of the teams. I feel like, you know, both teams are kind of young, but I think that those two going head to head, both being able to lead their team defensively and play with a ferocity, I think that that'll be a great matchup to see.
Yeah, I just want to see Davion Mitchell guard. Like, he's fun to watch play defense. Like,
Colin Sexton as well.
Yeah, there's like guys that like are fun to watch on defense. Like a Pat Bev is fun to watch on defense. Davion Mitchell just is always on the ball in the lane. Like, he's just one of those
people
guys.
Going.
Yeah, you just loved having one of those guys on your team that just like, you know, he's going to come in and be like an instant difference maker. And I think we're going to see him kind of going off Finn's matchup on Jordan Clarkson a lot. I think we're going to see him on even in spurts, Kevin Huerter. I think on switches, we could see him even stepping out and trying to help on a Keegan Murray 3. Like, he just runs around and is strictly energy. And so, like, I don't think he'll have his distinct matchup, but he's going to impact the defense in a variety of ways. And I think that's why the Kings were so dangerous last year, because in those spurts, Davion Mitchell can go and like basically shut down a guy. And I think that's crucial for a team that's not really that good defensively.
Let's do Lions, baby boy.
Yeah. The game is in Utah, and the Kings are favored by 1.5. A lot of 1.5 games.
Yeah, really. Getting unlucky tonight.
/week/night here. But Slim, let's start with you. What's your game pick? Kings 1.5.
This past weekend, you know, just got to hang out, you know, got to kick it, you know, prop my feet up, watch some preseason basketball.
Oh, that's where he's going. I was like, what?
And, you know, got to see the Utah Jazz, but this was my first time seeing John Collins on the floor. Former, you know how we run down here in the A-Town. Got to give my respect and my flowers to John Collins. Appreciate you. But I'm excited to see how I already see he fits into their scheme, which is having like a strong base of of like big men. Like you got Laurie Markkinen, you got Kelly Olynyk, you got Walker Kessler, you got John Collins now. I feel like those are gonna be the most important people on the floor because everything else that you have that can be a scorer that you need, being a THT, a Jordan Clarkson, maybe Colin Sexton stepping up a little bit. Laurie has a efficient game and consistent game and showing you that I can score high. I think this team shows you that, hey, we got it, especially at home. We have, shout out to the young cat, Keontae George. And
We didn't really mention him, but I think he'll be really good for them later in the year. I don't know if he's going to be an instant impact, but down the line, yeah.
Yeah, but Utah has it, and I believe that at home they could do it, but I don't know. I love Sacramento. I gotta go with Sacramento anyway. But that's
Come on, you gave the whole spiel. I was gonna be with you. I'm on the Jazz.
Kings by 9.
Gotta do that for the people. You know what I'm saying?
Kings by 9. Book it.
Y'all are tripping.
I like Kings by 2 OT.
It's the Jazz. Think about the last time we just saw these two teams play. It was one of the most electric games, and the Kings cost me $750. That's what the last time I saw these two teams play.
That was an electric day.
I picked the entire slate, and it came down to the Kings Jazz. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm sweating this out. And the Jazz lose on the Jazz. I don't remember which side I had, but whatever the team was, they lost on, or no, it was the Jazz lost on some buzzer beater or where there was the loudest stadium ever. But I'm going with the Jazz. I think at home, I just think that they're going to be able to finish possessions, and I don't think teams come out of the gate firing like that. And I don't know, just give me the home team. It's a weird pick. I hate it, but it's just where I'm at. I think John Collins, Lowry, Walker Kessler, those are three guys that are going to finish possessions, and that wins you a lot of games in the NBA. So that's where I'm at. But like, comment, subscribe. If you want to check out other previews, 2 of them are popping up. If not, go check the channel. Like, comment. We'll see you guys next time.